Ooh, almost forgot something. Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Race 1 of 17, not counting the All-Star race, in the IndyCar Series in 2024. It's the start of a new year, with drivers being shuffled around. Roman Grosjean to Junko's Hollinger, David Malukas to McLaren, Felix Rosenqvist to Meyer Shank, Linus Lundqvist and Kiffin Simpson to Chip Ganassi. Joseph Newgarden starts on top, having being one of the best oval drivers in the series, now kicking off with a pole on a street circuit. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride, especially if it's anything like last year, which saw one massive wreck and another car going airborne. Anyway, I don't have as good a setup for IndyCar because I can't find a really good leaderboard, so I'll be doing it manually. Alright. Microphone set up. I woke up a little late, so... I know John Bon Jovi is in attendance today.
They were so fun last year when Marcus Ericsson got the win. They celebrated. That's where the party was. Hey, everybody, I'm just a little bit higher than you are up on pit.
All right, there we go.
Spring break here, so these guys are back. I can't find them yet. They're here somewhere. So I may leave pit lane just a little bit because I'm going to find them later today. And hey, Marty, I'm actually going to Sebring for the sports car race next weekend. So it's my spring break. I'm going to stay here all week, and that's where I'm going to be later on tonight. And there are
I'm just trying to change the lights. Nope. No, okay. To the side. Alright, that's better.
So much more to come here from St. Pete, including John Bon Jovi. Yes, Bon Jovi will be in the two-seater today before the race with Elio Castroneves. We'll hear from Bon Jovi after his run. Also, Brett Michaels hanging out. He's in the house as well here in St. Pete to kick off the 2024 NTT IndyCar season. Please have a shortly.
I love that. I love the music, the theme song for IndyCar. It's one of the arguably more epic than Formula One's. Anyway, for those most of my screens are NASCAR, but for a lot of IndyCar, 10 different teams, either supplied by Chevrolet or Honda engines. We've got a total of 27 full-time drivers. If I recall correctly, there's points for poles, most laps led, and most laps led. So, point system, 50 points for first, 40 for second, 35 for third, 32 for fourth. Then it decreases by 2 points. So 5th for 30, 6th for 28, until you get to 10th place, which is 20 points. And then it's 19th for 11th, 18th for 12th, and so on and so forth. So the absolute minimum, well, is 5 points for 25th or back or lower. Is that a Rally Raid commercial? I mean, okay, funny for a sport that don't even air live. Alright, so IndyCar, I said it has 18 races to schedule this year, along with a second non-points race, which is the All-Star race at Thermal Club. So that's the second race. After that, there's, oh my god, it's a freaking AI commercial. I think I just saw it. It's disgusting. All right. Anyway, Long Beach. The street would be the second points race, followed by Barber Motorsports Park. Then we head for the month of May with the two Indianapolis races, the Indianapolis Road Course and the Indy 500. The June races are Detroit and Road America, and then Laguna Seca, which has been moved from the season finale to the middle of near the end of June, a summer race. In July, then we head to Mid-Ohio and our first ovals after the Indy 500. being Iowa Speedway's doubleheader. A week after that is Toronto. Then the Olympics take over NBC, so we have no racing until mid-August, where we head to Gateway, the second oval after Indianapolis. Week after that is Portland, and then the following several weeks we have the final 2 ovals with the final 3 races. A doubleheader at the Milwaukee Mile, which hasn't been on the schedule since 2015, and then the race at the finale at the Nashville Super Speedway, which hasn't held a race since 2008, and is only being used because they realized that with the construction of the Tennessee Titans Stadium that they wouldn't be able to run the street circuit that they had planned. Frankly, I hope it stays at the Nashville Super Speedway. All right.
Pretty cool to have a rock and roll icon like John Bon Jovi setting us up for the season opener. As NBC Sports welcomes you to St. Petersburg, Florida for the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Pete. It's round 1 of 17 for the 2024 NTT IndyCar Series season. And what a gorgeous day we have for you here. Packed house, record crowd, all ready to see 27 IndyCars rolling down this runway and through the streets of downtown St. Pete. Who should you watch? Well, let's hear from a race winner. Here's our hedge.
You know what? I'm looking at the Thirsty Threes and Scott McLaughlin, guys. 2 years ago, he won from home. Last year, Paul went a little further back. He was 6th, but using good execution on the racetrack and smart strategy, put himself in a position to fight for the win at the end. He's starting 9th today, but I think the Thirsty Threes...
A bit of information about this track. Also, it's a, I believe it's a, how many actually? Great. One of the things that stands out to me in St. Petersburg are the straightaways. There's several of them. There's the one where the start-finish line is. It's one of the longest straightaway on the course, and there's also one on the back end of the track. So it's those are lead to or come from premier passing zones. Actually, the one I think about, which is down Bay Shore Drive, it goes into another one before the turns 11 and 12. Track has 14 turns, and it's 1.8 miles, and it has 100 laps, so this race will be a grand total of 180 miles.
2 decades of history here. It might just be today. Who else should we keep our eye on? Georgia Henry, tell us.
First and foremost, happy race day for the first time of 2024. We are just moments away from going green.
We have 5 rookies in the field, which I'll mention as we get to. One of them might be known to NASCAR fans, Colin Braun. He raced for Roush in the Truck Series in the mid-2000s. Since then, he's run mainly with the sports cars, being part of the, I know, like, just for them, last year he ran with Meyer Shank. But this year, I mean, he's going to do the first 2 IndyCar races.
23-year-old did not win it all last year in IndyCar, and that has been gnawing at him. He's always fast. He's won here before, and he thinks he can get back to victory lane today. The car is really good, and also what to note, that he is one of only 2 inside the top 10, starting on this softer alternate. This is a little bit faster. You might watch for Colton Herman move forward early. Marty.
Ken, remember this race last year? Paddle Award driving for Arrow McLaren. He almost had this race won. A final restart. There was an issue with the engine, and he lost that race. I asked him if this is the one that got away last year on Friday. He said, no, the Indy 500 is the one that got away, but this one was number 2. And, quote, I have unfinished business here at St. Pete. I asked the young Mexican star, where can you be better this year? And he told me simply eliminating mistakes. If I eliminate my mistakes, we have all the tools here at Arrow McLaren to win an IndyCar championship. Perfect day in St. Pete. Let's kick off the 2024.
I'll try and, let's see if I can try and get a bit of the leaderboard in there. Never mind. I'll do it on my own. No. I'll show the top 9. If I can. Alright. Command is given. 27 cars ready to roll off for today's race. Starting 27th, driving the number 18, Invest, Dallara Honda. All right, Dallara makes all the cars, and you have one of two engine manufacturers. So the Dallara Honda for Dale Coyne Racing. 30 years old from Bassingham, England, Jack Harvey. Starting 26th, driving the number 30, Oakberry News Store, Dallara Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. 27 years old from Miami, Florida, Pietro Fittipaldi. Starting 25th, driving the number 51, Dale Coyne Racing, well, a.k.a. unsponsored Dallara Honda for Dale Coyne Racing with Rick Ware Racing. The number 35 years old from Ovalo, Texas, Colin Braun. Starting 24th, driving the number 41, Prix.com, Dallara Chevrolet for AJ Foyt Racing. 22 years old from Payette, Idaho, Stingray Rob. Starting 23rd, driving the number 4, Journey Rewards, Dallara Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 19 years old from Grand Cayman in the Cayman Islands, Kiffin Simpson, the youngest driver in the field and our second rookie. Starting 22nd, driving the number 15, Fifth Third Bank, Dallara Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. 35 years old from New Albany, Ohio, Graham Rahal, who won this race in 2008. Starting 21st, driving the number 20, Guy Care, Dallara Chevrolet for Ed Carpenter Racing. 23 years old from Copenhagen, Denmark, Christian Rasmussen. Starting 20th, driving the number 78, Hunkos Hollinger Racing. I hesitate to call it unsponsored, as opposed to Dale Coyne Racing. The number 78, Hunkos Hollinger Racing, Dallara Chevrolet for Hunkos Hollinger Racing. 34 years old from Arequipa, Argentina. I probably butchered that pronunciation. Augustine Canapino. Starting 19th, driving the number 8, American Legion Dallara Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 24 years old from Stockholm, Sweden, Linus Lundqvist. Starting 18th, driving the number 27, AutoNation Dallara Honda for Andretti Global. 25 years old from Jupiter, Florida, Kyle Kirkwood. Starting 17th, driving the number 66, AutoNation Arctic Wolf Dallara Honda for Meyer Shank Racing. 30 years old from Cambridge, England, Tom Blomqvist. Starting 16th, Blomqvist is another rookie, and so is Lundqvist. I almost forgot that. And so is Rasmussen. Those are the other three rookies. Starting 16th, driving the number 6, NTT Data Dallara Chevrolet for Arrow McLaren. 25 years old from Cambridge, England, Callum Ilott. Starting 15th, driving the number 7, Velo Dallara Chevrolet for Arrow McLaren. 32 years old from Nevada City, California, Alexander Rossi. Starting 14th, driving the number 14, Sexton Properties Dallara Chevrolet for AJ Foyt Racing. 25 years old from Woodbury, Connecticut, Santino Ferrucci. Starting 13th, driving the number 10, DHL Dallara Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 26 years old from Barcelona, Spain, defending champion Alex Palou. Starting 12th, driving the number 45, Hy-Vee Dallara Honda for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. 22 years old from Hedenstad, Denmark, Christian Lundgaard. Starting 11th, driving the number 9, PNC Bank Dallara Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 43 years old from Auckland, New Zealand, Scott Dixon, the 6-time champ and the oldest driver in the field. Starting 10th, driving the number 11, now we're the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 11, Ridgeline Lubricants to Dallara Honda for Chip Ganassi Racing. 23 years old from Christchurch, New Zealand, Marcus Armstrong. Starting 9th, driving the number 3, Dex Imaging Dallara Chevrolet for Team Penske. From 43 years old from Christchurch, New Zealand, Scott McLaughlin. Starting 8th, driving the Rasmussen's on pit road. Starting 8th, driving with the number 12, Verizon Business Dallara Chevrolet for Team Penske. 43 years old from Toowoomba, Australia, Will Power. Starting 7th, driving the number 21, AskROI.com Dallara Chevrolet for Ed Carpenter Racing. 23 years old from Hoofddorp, Netherlands, Renus VK. Also, I should mention McLaughlin has won this race once in 2022. Power won it in 09 and 2014. Starting sixth, driving number 26 Gamebridge Delara Honda for Andretti Global. 23 years old from Valencia, California. 2021 winner Colton Herta. Fifth is the number 28 Delaware Life Delara Honda for Andretti Global. 33 years old from Kumla, Sweden. Marcus Eriksson, who won this race in 2023. Fourth is the number 77 Juncos Hollinger Delara Chevrolet of Grosjean from the 37-year-old from Switzerland. Third is the Aero Delara Chevrolet for Pato Award. Second is the number 60 AutoNation Sirius XM car for Meyer Shank and Felix Rosenquist. On pole is Newgarden. 100 laps around the 1.8-mile street circuit. We are green at St. Petersburg. That went way faster than I thought it would. Newgarden already trying to block right off the bat, even before they cross the start-finish line. Shows how empty these cars are. Rosenquist defending his second-place position. Here comes Herta on the outside of the number 5, and he makes the pass. Scott Dixon doesn't get off to a good start. Very wiggly and almost off course. Now, I should also mention, as a rule, there are 2 different tire compounds. Here comes Will Power and Marcus Armstrong. Ooh, the number 45 might have a flat right rear. He started 12th, which meant that he was in the fast 12, which is the second round of qualifying. Oh, man. He's like, yeah, I can see that tire looks a little screwy. And he's also might have held up several cars already. Our first disaster of the season. You see, like, he's in the way of everyone else. That right rear is vibrating. All right, so of the top cars, it appears at least only, what I can tell, only Rosenquist is on the alternate tires, the faster tires, but the ones that degrade faster. Dixon is also on the greens, so is Canapino, and the bottom 4 of Braun, Harvey, and Rasmus. Well, so they're not in the bottom. I didn't scroll down anyway. So Braun, Harvey, Rasmussen, and Fittipaldi are also on the greens. Looks like they also might have put Lundgaard on the greens. That way they can get their tire change. They can get onto both sets of the tires. Hurt is also in the alternates. But by doing so, they can get at least, they don't have to, they're not forced to pit for a specific tire later. Rosenquist still within range of that too. Newgarden is because I had to rush to the end. Newgarden has won this race twice. It was in 2019 and 2020. Grosjean fell back to 8th place, so McLaughlin's up to 6th. No other change in the top 5. Yeah, I'll need to update the top 10 as soon as I can. I didn't notice Herta made up 4 positions. 3 positions. God damn. I'm wait for the... Oh, screw it. Okay. 60... There we go. That's the new top 10.
Check this out, guys. Watch the hands on the he's going to have to react here. He ducks out, but then he cuts a little sideways. Watch the hands here. He's going to catch it from the middle of the corner hinge.
Yeah, when you hit that white paint, there's no rubber on there. No cars are driving down there. All we get long, he gets
Hope we're not missing anything while this is going on. Contact made with the 10. Newgarden's starting to pull away slightly. This is, though, obviously they're just showing McLaughlin's camera view as he's going down the course for a full lap. McLaughlin currently in 6th. Bon Jovi.
Unbelievable. I really wanted to stay in the car. I think that we could have won the race. Traffic downtown here is getting a little bit...
Hi, Bardo.
So be careful when you're coming downtown. But this was a blast. Thank you. And you're welcome for your watch.
Also,
Hey, John, it's Townsend. Great to see you smiling after that
hold
lap
on.
with Elio.
38, 260, 26, 5, 28, 3, 21.
That's a low blow, but we'll go with you.
What was it before?
A little music humor. But, you know, this was a chance of a lifetime, and Elio was an incredible driver. I got to be a backseat driver. And I didn't go
There we go. I might have had one with the top 9.
Somebody that hasn't been in a race car or an Indy car for that matter.
You know, it was crazy. It's every little kid plays video games. Old guys got to live it for real, and I truly just wish I could do it again. That's how much fun it was.
Wait, that's an old Dallara. The one that's like the 2012 version. The one it looks like it's about to give birth.
I like the suit. Let's start there. I look good in this suit.
Yes, you do. And hey, you're used to being in unbelievable atmospheres and scenes. What do you make of St. Pete and the Firestone Grand Prix?
The vibe here is incredible. All the people, local law enforcement, all the officials that put this event on for the last 20 years, the fans in the stands, the young drivers that I've met. It's a great experience for anybody who wants to come and see a great Indy race.
Hey, by the way, pretty cool driving suit there.
Yeah.
Nice custom suit, looking good.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Elio took you for the ride of your life. Hey, SiriusXM and High Shape Racing have done so much for the sport. They're bringing people like you along to IndyCar. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah, and good luck, Felix. Let's go.
All right, there he is, John Bon Jovi, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, rock and roll icon, and now a massive IndyCar fan. Awesome stuff as we continue, and the Bon Jovi car is chasing.
Now we go to commercial. Though they have side by side as opposed to full screen. Oh, that 2 car is pulling away from the 60. Partially doesn't surprise me. The 2 likely would have had more pace due to the fact it's a Penske and not a Meyer Shank. All right, while we're still on a commercial, here's a breakdown of the running order. Leading is Joseph Newgarden for Penske in the 2. Second place, Felix Rosenqvist in the 60 for Meyershank. Third is Colton Herta in his number 26 car for Andretti Global. Fourth is the number 5 of Pato Award for Arrow McLaren. Running 5th, Marcus Ericsson in number 28 for Andretti. 6th is the Scott McLaughlin number 3 for Penske. 7th, Rinus VK in his Ed Carpenter number 21. 8th is Roman Grosjean in his number 77 car for Hunko Hollinger. 9th is Will Power in the Penske number 12. And 10th is the number 11 car of Marcus Armstrong for Chip Ganassi.
You're watching NBC's coverage of IndyCar brought to you by Firestone tires for redefining limits and by NTT, official sponsor and technology partner of the NTT IndyCar Series. How gorgeous is that? A beautiful day with an amazing set. Couldn't ask for any more. And now 2 decades of history here on the streets of St. Petersburg, hosting the NTT IndyCar Series and seeing superstars like this guy, the Indy 500 winner, 2-time series champion, and by the way, 2-time winner here at St. Pete, Joseph Newgarden in the PPG Chevy. Kench, you're a winner here. Joseph has done it twice, and on those 2 occasions, they were the only other 2 times that he's led. This is the 3rd. Is that an omen?
It's certainly a good sign if you're Joseph Newgarden. He's pulling away a little bit now for Felix Rosenqvist. It's almost like those alternate tires on the 60, and Felix starting to wear a little bit more. These primaries are really hanging on.
What kind of information they're giving Joseph Newgarden right now, because it looks like he's saying yeah, sounds like they're trying to get fuel. They're running an extra lap on this stint. Let's go a little bit more from pit lane with Marty Snyder.
Well, Townsend, I found this pre-race comments a little interesting when he said, I'm learning to love my job again. Yes, he won the Indy 500 last year, but 2023 was a rough year for Joseph Newgarden with everything that happened off track and all the distractions off track. So to that point, he was determined this year that he was going to get rid of all distractions. Number 1, social media. Earlier this week, he said, quote, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. So in January, he unfollowed everybody. He told me that is simply to say all of my focus is either on my family or my work. That's what he's really focused on in 2024.
And since Felix Rosenqvist, he started second, he rides in that second spot, but there's no sweat coming out of the 60 pit. They're telling him you're doing good on fuel numbers and there's no pressure. And no pressure is exactly
Rosenqvist had a good lap there, it looks like. Or a little better. I think he got a few tenths back. Yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know. It looks better.
Well, as a teenager here in 2008, but it's going to be really tough today. Now, right now he's in 20, and he got the 6th in that spot last year. But they've been having braking issues, and it's
Because when he won in the 06 in 08, that was one of the last wins for the legendary Newman Haas team.
It's electronic. He's just going to have to deal with it today. Oh, boy. That's going to be a long day if that continues. So, in Marty's report, he mentioned that Joseph Newgarden was pretty fired up yesterday. If you weren't with us for qualifying, you've won the series twice. You're an Indy 500 winner now. You might think that just another pole position, which was number 17, doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's a bigger story. It's a bigger picture than that, and emotion plays so much in the sport. Watch this. He's talking to his engineer, Luke Mason, and he is Jack. This is just the beginning
Tim Cindric, his strategist, on top of the pit stand.
Can he keep his emotions in check, Marty? He wants to win here so bad to start the season. And Townsend, keep in mind, he had 0 poles in 2023. And I think also, you know this, Townsend, that one was a little unexpected. I mean, he barely made the Firestone Fast 6. And then to put it on pole, that really showed you, hey, I can extract more out of the car. And my team can also deliver as well. I wonder if that's just the magic of Tim Cindric realizing that maybe the less information he gives his driver in qualifying, the more calm he'll be on just drive, rather than give you all of the quarter-by-quarter lifetime updates. James, what do you think?
I think
Joe's
Joe's
going to help Newgard. I know he wants the info, but maybe the kid just needs to drive.
he's an info guy. He's just
Say though, not a lot has happened yet.
that he can get his hands on. And I think Townsend, more than anything, the Marty mentioned 2 poles last year. That was something that Joseph said he needed to work on for 2024. He needed to improve. And to get to the first race of the season and immediately deliver on that, that tells me as an athlete, hey, I've done my job in the offseason. The work I put in is paying off. We're already better on Saturday.
All right, here's a new color scheme and a new number that you've got to get used to. It's number 28 for Andretti Global in the Delaware Life livery. Wait for it, here it comes.
Fifth place, Ericsson.
Surroundings, the winner of the Firestone Grand Prix a year ago, and he seems to just get better and better in IndyCar with every year that goes by, Kevin Lee. And he's loving the opportunity to take more of a leadership role. He had no issues working with Scott Dixon and the rest of the Ganassi team.
Hunkos, oh, sorry, the Hunkos. Grosjean looks like he's catching up to Rena's VK.
He expected to take a little bit longer to get up to speed here. It was a rough start to the weekend in some ways. Kind of came to life in qualifying, and he's waiting for an opportunity to stay some good points to the championship. All right, we're on board with Ericsson. Let's take a look at some Firestone telemetry and enjoy the ride. Take a look at those numbers.
You watch this on board. Just when you're in the straightaway, listen to the engine on Marcus Ericsson's car here. Just feel it, listen to it. You hear that being lifted off before he hits the brake. Everybody right now is in full save mode now. So that's how a driver can save fuel behind the wheel into these long straightaways, in these brake zones. You lift off the throttle, literally, you coast for a phase, and then hit the brakes. It's such a talent to be able to do that and save fuel while maintaining a competitive lap time. And the reason to get that extra lap.
The reason they do that is to potentially get that
Newgarden now 1.5 seconds ahead of Rosenquist.
pit lane, but it's less fuel that you need to onboard the race car while you're on pit lane, thereby shortening up the time you're sitting in your pit box. I think Ericsson is going to be off to another great start this season points-wise. He's got the maturity, he has the success already, he's got a great race team now with Andretti Global. The difference is what happens in the second half of the year. It's a bit of a fade for Ericsson as a competitor last year. I think he needs to start strong and consistent, but then really lean in with some aggressive driving mid to end season and not really play defense like he did last season. Mike Landretti, the team owner, looks on. I talked to Michael on the grid this morning. He is really pleased with his decision as an owner to consolidate his team into 4 to 3 cars, a tighter focus. They really like where they sit right now from a chemistry standpoint.
And has enjoyed a lot of success here in these streets as a team owner. Can anybody catch this guy?
Okay, so pretend this is your car, and say you have an accident. Ouch. At least your insurance will pay for another one. Right? Well, maybe not so much. If you have a standard policy, they get to decide what your car was worth, which could mean trouble. I mean, who wants 3/4 of their car? At Haggerty, we agree on a value up front and then pay that amount, guaranteed. That's because we want you to end up with a whole car. Haggerty, let's drive together.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis.
Wait and wait.
With
hope I can actually change something in the top 10 eventually, and for a pit stop. Rolling down the avenue. Meanwhile, in about a few minutes, MotoGP will kick off its season at the Lusail International Circuit in Qatar.
Folks, if you grab your mobile device and scan the QR code on your screen, just on the right there to enter, it's your chance to drive.
Colton Herta just said his best lap of the race.
All season long, and for a chance to win one of three. That's right, 3 Corvettes up for grabs this year. It was hugely successful last year, and you can get amongst it again. Scan the QR code, and good luck. Welcome back to St. Pete, folks. This is the Firestone Grand Prix. It's the season opener for the NTT IndyCar Series. Lee Diffie, Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe with you, Marty Snyder, Georgia Henry, Kevin Lee. We're enjoying a Sunday afternoon in the sun. So too is Joseph Newgarden, who is in 21, maybe 22 laps thus far.
So 2 different tire compounds like we talked about. It's the first 2 cars. Newgarden on the harder tire. Question is, how is the pace between those 2 compounds? Here is Felix Rosenquist on the softer, the Firestone greens, the Waiuli compound. Here you take a look, thanks to NTT, the last 3 lap times between the top 2 runners
Are comparable, which is weird.
between the 2 cars. We know they're in fuel save, but the pace seems consistent. Let's go down to pit lane with Georgia.
Felix Rosenquist giving some information about those around him from his team. We have the radio. Let's listen in. I've also gotten word around lap 33. Marty, over to you.
Look, I'm not sure how much truth was in that radio conversation to Felix Rosenquist, because yes, Tim Cindric did ask Joseph Newgarden how those primaries are hanging in, and Joseph Newgarden said the car is not falling off at all. He's also saving a little bit of fuel. So, yeah, during the timing stand would never lie to a driver, would they? To motivate their driver a little bit, saying, hey, I know you're struggling, but everybody else is around you is as well, even though it might not be true.
Look, you're 50% strategist, 50% coach when you're on the end of time stand there talking to your driver. You want to give him the information you know he needs to get the best. If he thinks Joseph's struggling a little bit, it might let the driver.
I would bet at least a 30% better post game now. And I think that
My aunt is watching.
this season from Tim Cindric, which is potentially, like I said, a little less info. Don't overwhelm, don't let Newgarden get in his own head with too much data. The guy's fast enough. All he needs to do is drive. He's got plenty from the front, but how about this car, Dick? The 77, Roman Grosjean, solid running his debut.
Yeah, there's 2 black and green cars there for 2 different teams. This is the NASCAR with my car. Marius Venter ahead is right here. 23-year-old Dutch driver in his 5th season of IndyCar
now we're on lap 25, which means it'll be the, this will be the quarter mark of the race. Lamborghini. Like one of the few battles right now is for 7th between Rinus VeeKay and Roman Grosjean. All right, still no. Oh, Scott Dixon. Wait. Oh, okay. So I see Marcus Armstrong has pit. I presume we've. Oh no! Marcus Armstrong. So Marcus Armstrong has wrecked. So our first caution of the day on lap 27. So this is near the back half of the course. They pulled a fox. All right, so let's update. Scott Dixon moves. Oh, now they go back. This puts Dixon in the top 10.
Time on the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida. Unfortunately, it is for the 23-year-old New Zealander.
One of the 5. No, he's not a rookie.
This is what happened. Watch the green car. Turns hand just a little.
Lock up. Bam. Right rear into the tire barrier.
We saw it here. Barry heads up driving from Dixon.
Armstrong is one of 3 New Zealanders in the IndyCar field for 2024, as was the case last year. He's a super
First driver to wreck out of the race, of a race in the season.
good, by the way, in practice and qualifying, but he was frustrated with the qualifying performance in the end. But this guy who is actually beginning his first full season, remember he raced last year, and that was only on the streets and road courses. He's going to do everything this year, including the ovals. Short and big, the Indy 500, Milwaukee Mile, the Ivy doubleheader, and Iowa, all of the ovals for Marcus Armstrong this year. So if the racing looked pretty tidy and strategic in the first 26 laps, hang on, because everybody about to come to pit lane, and this is when things get nuts. On a tight pit lane with 27 cars, they're all thinking right now, my best chance to get loose is going to be on pit lane, and there you see the crews already.
And you think about racing sometimes as an individual sport, one driver in the car, but that shot right there proves why this is such a team effort. Any single one of these team members going over the wall doesn't nail their job in this moment under caution, they can cost you so many positions.
And if for 6 months these crews have been practicing
for exactly this moment. Who's got the fastest guns?
And this is it. This is the essence of teamwork. Right here. Yes, the drivers are in the spotlight and they get all the adulation and recognition, but this is what it's about, Georgia. Teamwork on the line right here, right now.
As pit lane opens, Felix Rosenquist is going to make his way to his pit box. He feels like he can't get speed out of the corners right now, but nonetheless, he's going from those Miami greens to those black tires. They're going to fill up with fuel, and as that feeling sits down on the right side.
For Cole Maroon, Andretti globally, messages been execution. They've had plenty of pace, especially on road and street circuits. He's satisfied the obligations for the ultimate. He's on the primaries, Marty.
Rosenquist won the race off pit road. Or Herta. Herta, Rosenquist, Newgarden, McLaughlin, O'Ward is your Ericsson. Oh yeah, wait, Lundgaard didn't pit.
Looks like Lundgaard stayed out on track to try to get back on the lead lap. He did indeed, so the 45 behind the pace car now, but some pretty neat stuff at the front. Let's take another look here.
This is how it went down. Watch the blue and white car. Wait for it. Here comes Herta and Rosenquist.
All right, so I'm gonna need to update this. So Lundgaard takes the lead. Then it's Rosenquist, not Herta. Rosenquist, Herta, Newgarden, O'Ward, McLaughlin, Ericsson, Power, Dixon, VK. MotoGP is starting. It's on Max, I believe. So if you have the sports package, you can watch the motorcycle races.
Oh, we get it. You love your bike. We do too. That's why we're America's #1 motorcycle insurer. But do you have to wedge it into everything?
What? I don't do that. This reminds me of my bike. The wolf was about the size of my new motorcycle. Have you seen it, by the way? Happy birthday, Grandma! Really? Look how the brushstrokes follow the line on the gas tank. Hey! Rubber +1. Jamie.
My dad was a master mechanic for the city of Pittsburgh. I've learned over my life.
75th year of MotoGP.
Find people that know what they're doing. Somebody honest, dependable, and reliable.
I love working on cars. It's my passion. Me and Bob met about 20 years ago here at Firestone.
To celebrate 20 years as a customer, we're sending Bob on an...
Race has been delayed due to a problem with the 25 bike.
Hey, Bob.
Helping our neighbors since 1926. Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Coming to the ring to end this first caution period is a Firestone Grand Prix of St. Pete. Now, as you watch the blue and white car, look at the one in the middle, Colton Herta, but Felix Rosenquist on the right is ahead. Watch the line.
Barely.
Rosenquist wins it, even though Herta goes ahead.
Oh!
Once they get back out on track. So Fro, as he's affectionately known, Felix Rosenquist, in that Bon Jovi Radio Sirius XM Auto Nation Honda for Minor Shank Racing is out in front. That is the driver.
Going green. Here comes VK on Dixon for 10th, for 9th. Here comes Newgarden on Herta. Here goes O'Ward on Herta. Oh, and here comes McLaughlin. Herta loses 2 positions in 1. Here comes VK on. Ooh, is that on power? Yeah, they almost touched there. Near Goo Garden. Oh, locks it up, trying to get a Rosenquist. Doesn't make it. And that 60 was loose. Lungard on his, when he started on his alternates, have already had heat in them, which is why he was able to get off a little better. I don't know how the tires have had the pace over the long run compared to the primaries. So maybe Sting Out was actually a really smart move for him specifically, not necessarily for the other drivers. Newgarden, here he goes on Rosenquist. And he takes the spot. And here comes a Ward. He's going to take third. Oh, here comes, near the back. It's VK on power. He takes that one too. So much is happening, man. No, that's right. Here's McLaughlin on Rosenquist. Not able to get there, though. Here comes McLaughlin now for 4th place. It kind of backs off. See, like, they get 150 seconds of push to pass. That's 50 extra horsepower, though it also guzzles fuel. So you have to be careful about using it. Oh! That's Stingray Rob! The car is blown up. He's getting out of the car, and the 41 will be the second retirement of the day. So Stingray was running 23rd. He's done. Again, we're under caution again. MotoGP, Raul Fernandez in the number 25 MotoGP Trackhouse vehicle is setting off on the warm-up lap after he had a bike problem. He went from Dale Coyne to AJ Foyt, which I consider a downgrade. That being said, neither Dale Coyne car is running well. You got Jack Harvey in 22nd and Colin Braun in 25th. All right. So they're racing in Qatar to kick off the year. It's a 22-race season, I think. Up from 20 last year with Motorland Aragon being returned, as well as the addition of the Kazakhstan Grand Prix. Last year, this race was won by... It was not run... No, it was won by Fabio Di Giannantonio and for Ducati. Or one of the Ducati teams. Might have been for VR46. Or let me check. Last year. Dejan Antonio. Yes, for VR. No, for Grassini. One of the other lesser Ducati teams. Because 4 Ducati teams, 2 of them use an advanced version. Another 2 use an older version. Grassini is the lower end of the bargain bin. It's about, so laps are about 2 minutes, so the MotoGP GP race should be finished in less than an hour. It's 21 laps around. I believe Jorge Martin starts on pole. Here they go. Jorge Martin leads, but defending champion Francesco Bagnaia trying to make moves. He ends up in 3rd. Ooh, Bagnaia trying to make the move for P2. No, there's contact between him and the 2nd place bike. I can't tell which one it is. And he got the 2nd. He's going to take the lead in the next turn. Defending double champion Francesco Bagnaia in his Ducati, straight to the lead. Jorge Martin was the runner-up in the championship last year, and obviously the main contender. Did lead the points at some points. So 3rd is Brad Binder. So he drives for... Binder drives for Red Bull KTM, which is the factory team for KTM. There are 2 KTM teams. Red Bull KTM and Gas Gas. Alex Espargaro, he runs he runs an Aprilia, one of the top Aprilia drivers. I don't know if Jorge Martin, as I mentioned, he runs for the 2nd advanced Ducati team, Prima Pramac, who won the constructors title last year, if I recall. Or IndyCar is back though. 1 to go, so we'll restart on lap 40.
A race that has been very much dominated by Joseph Newgarden, who's led 30 laps thus far. He's on the attack. Felix Rosenquist off to a good start.
Oh, someone just fell out. Or Takami Nakajima, I think that's his name. Yeah, Takaki Nakagami. Oh, I got his name completely. Oh, crap! Someone just spun way off the course on MotoGP. There's no full course yellows. Miguel Oliveira seems to have gotten a penalty, and whoever spun. So Jack Miller in the KTM is the guy who went off. He crashed. So now it's like trying to report on 2 different races going on at the same time.
With this caution, should be able to let him race a little bit harder. We all love that.
Understand there was an issue here for the 51 who did a top-up.
Colin Braun. Oh, fire!
Car. That looks like quite a bit of excess fuel flowing.
I think, is that Pietro ahead of him who also pit? Yeah, Fittipaldi. All right, so let me, All right, here we go. We're going to restart once more at St. Petersburg. People looking out but not able to make moves. See how like loose these guys are heading to that turn. Brad Binder, and that takes second away from Jorge Martin in the MotoGP race. No, I mean, Rosenquist is faster down the street. All right, so now we're on lap 40. So it was off. So they started on lap 39, not lap 40. Back of O Ward's car is like bouncing. McLaren went winless last year in IndyCar. O Ward didn't win, Rosenquist didn't win, Rossi didn't win. Something I'll say about while this is going on MotoGP, you can actually put different tire types on for the front and the back, soft, mediums, or hards, which I find actually really interesting. But I wonder how that affects the balance of the car, of the bike, not the car.
Maybe $5 million a year for the next several seasons. So Pato O'Ward now up in the top 3 or 4, the highest compensated pilots in this field, and he has demonstrated why.
Newgarden's looking for his 3rd win at St. Pete. That would tie him with Helio Castroneves for the most wins all time at the track. I believe it would be his 30th win. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it would be win number 30. Tom Blomqvist. Oh, near contact. Jorge Martin takes back 2nd position from Brad Binder.
You can just roll around the outside. You don't have to just give it up. If somebody gets the inside line on you, great job.
If Newgarden were to win today, he would also pass the legendary Rick Mears in terms of wins. They're both at 29. And that would give Newgarden 13th most wins all time, all to himself. I didn't notice. I mean, I noticed that the tire right rear took some of the wrap from the tire bear. I did not notice that the right front got kinked sideways.
Friday there was an issue with just that little tiny piece getting into a brake duct and causing a problem. Is it possible for Armstrong that there was an anomaly like that?
Wow, look at all that. Damn, you can see all that.
It's possible, certainly.
There's a lot of it. Oh, especially, yeah, offline.
It is like driving
It's like a no man's land.
of the groove and onto that part of it. You know, I
Newgarden now over a second clear of O'Ward.
Shake 10-10s and you make a mistake, you say, okay, I know where it came from. When you're driving around to remember, you're not sure what really caused that problem. Who's going to be pulling over the data, looking at the video, trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, on those tracks we talk about the marbles, and it's really more of a
Looking at MotoGP, one of the big stories was Marc Marquez, the seven-time MotoGP champion, 6 or 7 times, moving to Ducati, I think it was. Was it Grassini? I think he was moved to Grassini away from Honda, the team where he had been so successful. Right now, well, since he's paid off, he's running 4th ahead of Pedro Acosta. I think Acosta, I believe, is a rookie. Callum Ilott, they're talking about he is substituting for David Malukas, who broke his hand prior to the start of the year. Looks like Ilott will also run at Thermo Club in a few weeks. That being said, Ilott is running in 16th behind Rossi in 11th and O'Ward in 2nd. Not the best run as a replacement, in my opinion. I mean, it's the opportunity you really want. Ask Malukas, he was running with Dale Coyne the last few years. But so far, it's an underperformance.
He and Carmen got married back home in the Netherlands, and Carmen has a really interesting background. She was a kickboxer and then a regular boxer, and they do some training together. But Rita's always says, no, I'm not going to do any sparring with Carmen. That might not go well for me. She's not boxing professionally at this point, just using it for training, because she's also a model, and she's going to come up and be a model in the future. They keep getting punched in the face, and I think maybe modeling is a better future as well.
Jackie Hinch gets a shot at that. Jake, that looks good. You want to come home to that?
I'm worried, man. She looks fierce, man. My latest, I'm putting the toilet seat down, I'm making the bed, I'm doing everything I need to do to make sure she never has a reason to be angry.
I'll tell you what, whether it's getting married, whether it's getting a new team, whatever it is, Reed's VK has turned over a new leaf this season. This youngster is given credit again, but he's still only 23, and he sounds like a new guy this year. Very consistent, very quick. Spoke to team principal Carpenter this morning. He's pleased with VK's performance so far this season. Overall, he runs at a solid 7. He's been around that 5, 6, 7 position all weekend long, whether it's been practice or qualifying. Nobody can mention the moment this guy. The pole winner, the Indy 500 champ, Joseph Newgarden, he's led 39 laps so far.
All right, back to commercial. They're at the halfway point of the race. Graham Rahal on pit road. I don't know why he's on pit road though. We're back. Brad Binder passing Jorge Martin again. Thirsty threes. That's what McLaughlin calls his team at least. He's got 4 wins. Oh, somebody went off. Like that was a car sitting in the middle of the road. I think that was a... That or was a tire barrier, I don't know. Erickson.
This year, I'm in much better of a mindset to race. Kevin?
So Marcus Erickson just started losing positions and has come in here. No idea.
So he might not have been. He's pit. I'm not sure if he's the runoff guy.
Shut off the car, it looks like. So a problem for Marcus Erickson.
He's out.
Last year.
Well, he was running decent in the top 10, and now he's out of commission.
Who won here last year, won the Indy 500 2 years ago, his first run with Andretti globally. And it's not going to result in defense of that victory. Here he is, Marcus Erickson.
His car just quit on him.
Outside, unfortunately, on the wrong side of the track, and he's desperately
Wow.
across to pit lane. That is
So that's not the car I saw stopped.
tiny side pod mounted
this one. You may have noticed too that Colin Brown went down the runoff.
It was Colin Braun, okay.
Car race. Who else is new to this? Linus Lundqvist begins his first full-time season for Chip Ganassi Racing. He's out there. Check this out.
Here's Colin Brown, very similar to Marcus Armstrong. A little twitch at the back of the race car in turn 10 on the brakes. In this case, Colin Brown making the high percentage decision to take the overshoot.
And this moves Alexander Rossi into the top 10.
Felix Rosenquist found himself down in that run-up a couple of times with a very similar looking.
It seems like there's some braking surprises this weekend. Like drivers are ending up in situations where they are consistently deploying the brake pedal, similar point, similar pressure, and they're getting surprises behind the wheel. And that's tough on the street circuit because this place is so unforgiving.
So here's Scott McLaughlin there, still hitting that fuel save number. He's almost primary tires. The two cars in front on the alternates. Everybody in the top 10 except Scott McLaughlin and Will Power have met their mandatory tire obligations to run. As we go on board with Firestone telemetry, is Scott McLaughlin chasing down Kyle O'Ward.
You hear that post-face skill from McLaughlin, and here's the thing. With everybody that appears to
Pedro Acosta passes Mark Marquez for fourth.
I think the teams or the drivers really know which tire they're going to want for the finish because they haven't pressed 10 tenths. You just don't know what you got if you haven't felt it there yet.
But remember, Scott McLaughlin and Will Power, they don't have a choice.
They have to go. But for the other 24 drivers, they have some guessing to do.
And to keep track of it, on the side of your pylon there, on the right-hand side of the pylon, you see a little...
Oh yeah, so Scott McLaughlin and Will Power have spent the entire race on, I think now, 2 sets of primaries. They have to go to alternates. So, well, everyone else, since they've done both primaries and alternates, can choose, have the choice of whether to go primaries or alternates at the end of the race.
Scott McLaughlin, who we ride with, has shed, further to Martin's report earlier, he shed some 16 pounds to get ready from the off-season to now, to get ready for this Firestone Grand Prix of St. Pete. He sits in a solid 4th at the moment, behind Felix Rosenquist. Dramas here for Scott Dixon.
Oh, come on.
Honda, third car in shot. This is coming down into turn 10 over on the backside of the circuit. Whoa, locks it up.
Ooh.
This is where his teammate came to grief.
Good save.
Into that tire bundle there. Good save from Dixon.
And again, it's rear lockup into turn 10, and that looked pretty unexpected as they're coming along throwing now. They are everywhere.
If I'm Marcus Armstrong sitting at me, he's upset, obviously. I'm going to feel a little bit better. But other drivers are having the same issue. It is just people that are coming out of nowhere.
Next to Harp, ahead of Dixon, is his compatriot from Oceania, Will Power. 9 laps to go in MotoGP. Told you those races go by fast.
Well, so here's some towns that keep telling me how physical of a racetrack this is, so I got some weights. Towns want this to be a shake weight, but I'm doing regular weights right here. So walk me through all the turns here this evening and how physical it is. I have 30 pounds of weight, 15 in each hand, so help me through this.
Okay, basically, I need you to hold them out in front of you. I need you to twist them left and right 14 times. Okay, now just do that 99 more times while wearing a sweatsuit in a sauna. That's what it's like. Actually, wait, you said 15 each hand? We need 5 more each hand. It's about 20 pounds. Oh, here we go.
God.
Thank you, Linda, for supplying that.
Leave that over with.
These Indy cars don't have power steering, Marty. They don't have it. It's heavy. It's very heavy. And that's what these drivers are experiencing because they don't have the assistance of power steering. Every bump, every corner, you gotta feel.
And don't forget, which is on your head. Hey, now, Marty, what about the braking? Start squatting while you're doing that. Let go out and start doing some leg pressing. Oh, no, keep moving.
Jesus Christ.
Back out. Steer the car at the same time. All right, very good. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, it feels like we're devolving into a Fox broadcast. There's nothing going on, so they're just screwing around.
It looks so simple from the onboards here, but inside the cockpit, those G-forces are incredible on the driver's body. You talk
And now we wait. 8 laps to go in MotoGP.
Yeah, it was weird the way he talked about it, wasn't it? As if, well, I knew I was going to get it. Everyone's got it.
Not all, it's about a second gap from first to second between Francesco Bagnaia and Brad Binder. This is Acosta's first race. Gonna finish 4th. And he's running in the gas. Easily the worst car on the field. Well, for at least it was the last few years. It's been easily the worst bike. Oh! Marquez takes 4th back as soon as I say it. Oh, here comes a pass. It's a VK will power through to 7th position. Or 6th position. See if
So he goes in at normal race speed, the rear's going to come round, but it's just going to push him straight on. Look, missed the corner by miles, off the track. Yeah, he just rushed it as well, didn't he? Trying to stay in front there, and Acosta drops back at the front. Bagnaia to Binder. Oh, he's pulled another 10th back on him, so he's responded. That was impressive for Bagnaia. So good at that, isn't it? He really is. He looks tiny as well. Brad Binder. Come on, Brad. What have you got for us here? Can you make a race out of this one? Or is the reigning world champion going to cruise to the line, having got to the front?
Bagnaia has 18 wins, which is second most on the field, only to Marc Marquez's 59.
Francesco Bagnaia, your 2-time MotoGP world champion, and he's just gone up another gear. Had a strange weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, it hasn't been right.
There's an Indy 500 ad, which is the only race they market.
It was a bit of a strange one. They came back in. In fact, one of our camera operators was down there and said, you could smell burn. It was just weird. And there's a weird atmosphere in the garage. They wouldn't say.
Looking at Linus Lundqvist, currently in 14th.
He wouldn't say that, although they've all...
Oopsie.
So ask if you're okay, if you need some help, are you doing okay? Be the one to ask. You can learn more at www.betheone.org. The American Legion doing amazing work, and there's a tremendous story from here, from this very race a year ago, where the Legion helped a veteran.
And one of my friends pointed out, they're talking about how New Garden had a disappointing 2023. He did win the Indy 500 and both races at Iowa and the race at Texas. And I think he finished 3rd in points. So, wasn't that bad, all things considered. All right, Scott Dixon also just took 7th away from Renus VK. Double check if you finished 3rd or not. I think it was 3rd. Oh, he finished 5th in points. So finished 5th in points, which is obviously not great. Graham Rahal passes Emerson Fittipaldi for 21st. Showing the pass on power on VK. How he's in some of that push to pass. Or not, maybe just the tires. Dixon made his move, I guess, down the front straight. There's Grosjean. Oh, contact between the 77 and the 21. Oh, man. So VK has started a qualified decently 7th, though he has I think he made advances at the start, but it started to fall backwards. Now Dixon's 5 seconds clear of Rena's VK. And based on the number of cars behind him, I think he's bottlenecking everybody. Green flag, pit stops. Hunk. Rossi almost hitting Grosjean on the entrance. 5 laps to go in Qatar.
What he hopes is his final stop. He can get home the rest of the way. Maybe a little bit of fuel save. Alexander Rossi further up pit road. Also making his last stop. It looks like in his primaries for Grosjean. He releases first. And it's also going to be alternates. Alexander Rossi is going for the alternate.
Grosjean on primaries. Rossi on alternates. Rossi beats Grosjean off pit road. Canapino had a terrible pit stop, going over 9 seconds. Here comes Newgarden on the pit road. Jack Harvey also pit with an 8.9. Oh, Ward follows him on the pit road. And also Rosenquist and McLaughlin. Colton Herta stays out. He'll lead probably the next lap. Oh! The 5 car had to wait to get out because McLaughlin came in right ahead of him as he was finishing his stop. That's not good. 27, or no, a pink car, I think, was that Rosenquist who shook coming off pit road? Newgarden blends in behind Palou, who's currently in 4th. Top 4 have not pit. And neither is Kirkwood, but who's behind Newgarden. 4 laps to go at Qatar. Newgarden took primaries. McLaughlin forced to take alternates, just as well Power, who's currently in 2nd, will also have to be forced to take the alternates. Herta dives on the pit road. So does Power. And Dixon.
Last year, the overcut was effective. Meaning staying out longer to get some clean track. Herta had a lap of clean track. He was using the overtake, the push to pass. He's going to go to primary Firestones for the last stint. And we're going to watch where he comes out in regards to Joseph Newgarden. Running 21 the winner. Colton Herta. You can hear it in Rob Edwards' voice. It's going to be close.
Oh boy, here they come off pit road. Who's going to take the lead off? Wait, never mind. Well, Herta beat Rosenquist and McLaughlin off pit road. So it wasn't not like he was going to take the lead, but he did gain. He put himself in position for a podium. Apparently, both Trackhouse bikes in MotoGP have retired from their first race. I guess nowhere to go but up. So I'm going to wait until pit stops cycle through before I hit the top 10. Or if there's a caution that wrecks it. Oh wait, actually, everything's now. Palou and Lundqvist pit were cycled through. So Newgarden leads, O'Ward 2nd, Herta 3rd, Rosenquist 4th, McLaughlin 5th, Power 6th, Bobby Rahal has not pit yet, or he didn't pit. Palou comes out in 10th, and 8th, excuse me. Or maybe, well, I'll keep, you know what, Rahal's there. VK passes Lundqvist, that's for 11th. Ooh, here's McLaughlin, he passes Rosenquist. Oh! It's Lundqvist has spun. He's wrecked his rear wing.
The American Legion car, this is the turn that brought his teammate Marcus Armstrong to grief and out of the race.
And caution.
This is why you had to pit as soon as Alex Rossi and Grosjean came into the pits with your leaders. Had they stayed out and tried to extend that stint, and this yellow happens, they would have been absolutely hosed, had to pit under yellow and cycle to the back.
That's why you hear Townsend always say the danger zone. This is it in case something like this happens. Unfortunately, it's Linus Lundqvist who was having a
Lundqvist. Okay, I thought it was Lundqvist, but Lundqvist.
So it's ended like this. Don't know exactly what's happened here to Lundqvist, but that's turn 10, and his car's backwards. Is that a braking issue?
Okay. 2 laps to go at Qatar. Francesco Bagnaia, 1 second lead over Brad Binder. Alex Marquez passes Pedro Acosta. So now the brothers Marquez running 4th and 5th. Now looking at what happened to Linus Lundqvist. Oh, no, he cut in front of Grosjean and spun off him.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day.
Or maybe Grosjean got into him as opposed to him trying to cut in front of Lundqvist. Meanwhile,
corner here in Qatar. 1 lap remaining in the opening Grand Prix of 2024. The gap across the line to Brad Binder, 1.5 seconds. It's done now. Jorge Martin has just put in a personal best lap of the race, a 152.7. So he had something in reserve, but unfortunately, it's only going to be in second place if he can find a little bit of something on this last lap to get through on Brad Binder.
Of all the people to try and pass as well, Brad is very, very difficult. But it looks like he's more rear grip. It looks like Jorge Martin. Oh, I say that as he goes to turn 3.
Brad Binder's caught. Jorge Martin is caught up to Brad Binder. That would be the battle for second position.
You know what Jorge Martin's like? He's an aggressive rider, but Brad Binder is probably the most aggressive MotoGP rider. Hard to pass, always wide there. Has been he's got grip, has he?
He just was sideways, wasn't he, going in to turn 6. So Martin just tracking Binder is their way through on this final lap. Pecco Bagnaia is going to win this one and take his first victory in the opening round, his first victory in MotoGP in Qatar as well for Bagnaia, and he's going to, if things stay the same behind, take the championship lead by my calculations. With Binder in second and Jorge Martin in third. You can see the smoke pouring off all their tyres through there.
IndyCar's back. I want to let the Qatar play all the way to the end. We're coming on, I think, to the final quarters.
And it's going to be a stroll to the line now for Pecco Bagnaia.
Here comes defending 2-time champion.
Last year, but Ducati Lenovo have crunched the numbers once more, Neil, and come up with the goods on a Sunday.
Yeah, combination between rider and
Is this the final turn? Like, I don't know the circuit super well.
And it all started at the start. 10 out of 10 for me.
Pecco Bagnaia.
Here he goes now. It'll be career win number 19. Francesco Bagnaia wins the Qatar Grand Prix. Okay. Back to me.
Longer on the overcut. Hits the timing line right there. Top left corner of your screen, you'll see the 60 of Felix Rosenqvist and the 3 of Scott McLaughlin. Now, thanks to NTT data, we can take a look at the pit stop comparison between the driver of the 26. Colton Herta really had an awesome sequence here. If you look at the time on pit lane and the time at pit box, that's the difference. 2 seconds.
you know, from nowhere he just lost power. It basically went to like half power and just blurring and wouldn't accelerate. So we tried all the switches we have, you know, in the car, but it was just no fix. And then we checked the air in pit lane, but we couldn't find an obvious reason for it. So we're just taking it back and investigating a bit more.
Thank you, Marcus. No chance to defend his win here today.
No, bit of a bummer there for the 33-year-old Swedish driver, but it was a positive start to the weekend, and I think Marcus will have a good year ahead. All right, 29 to go.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go green with 28 to go.
First three cars on the road are all on their primary tyres. The first one on the alternates, you see those green Wyoming Firestone Firehawk tyres of Scott McLaughlin. He's a pole winner and a race winner here. What's he gonna do? Get ready to roll. Here we go. Green again at St. Pete. Let's race to the end, or will we? Newgarden with a good restart. Oh, Lord. And look at McLaughlin.
McLaughlin trying to find a move on Herta. Ooh! Rosenquist also trying to make a move after not able to get there.
It's pretty dicey here. Totally different situation. Everybody's going to be at max power. That's Colton Herta.
Ooh, Herta!
Massive slide out of turn.
Ooh, he's gonna hold on to fourth. Ooh, a little bit of lockup from Rosenquist. Ooh. It was hard to see because the trees were in the way. Oh, here comes McLaughlin to the inside. He takes the podium spot. And here comes Power. He passes Rosenquist to take fifth. And Palou, by the way, is up to seventh. Defending champ, working his way up in the latter stages. Here comes Power again. He's going to pass Herta for fourth. Penske having 3 of the top 4 spots. Here comes Palou on Rosenquist. Oh, not able to make it.
Who has patiently worked his way up into the top 10, and now he is getting excited about maybe some opportunities to go further. That's his teammate here.
Those greens working well. Here comes Palou. He passes Rosenquist. That's for sixth. Ooh. For causing the caution.
Unfortunately, there for Lucas Lundquist, it is heavy damage to that remaining as Grosjean will have to drive through.
He's now in 21st.
This team has been winning and often dominating. And although they qualify.
NBC, you all right?
Searching for a podium here, trying to get into the top line if he can get past fellow Honda driver Colton Herta.
Looks like Hurta's tire situation has stabilized. He's able to look off laps in the pace now. But you see now a softer shot. Firestone competitors right below. With 23 laps still to go, you got to wonder 10 laps from now is Colton Herta the guy to beat. Do things start to swing his direction?
Well, remember, guys, heading on lap 65, maybe 66, there's still a little bit of fuel that needs to be saved below the latest stopper in the top 10 at 67, so he's a little bit better on fuel than anyone else inside the top 10.
But we have that lead as
Looking at Pietro Fittipaldi, the grandson of the great Emerson Fittipaldi. Emerson had 14 wins in Formula One, and then he took the 1972 and 1974 titles. Then in the 80s, after running his own Formula One team, he went to IndyCar, or kart as it was known. He won 22 races, won the Indy 500 twice in 89 and 93, took home the title in 89. One of the best drivers ever, even if the win total doesn't show it. Pietro running 18th. Christian Rasmussen has also gone a lap down in 23rd. No idea what happened to the 20 car.
that red-yellow DHL car is starting to get hungry. It's what's in it for a little bit for the power, the performance from Colton Herta's Cambridge Honda.
So most drivers have about half their push to power, or a little over that. Look at Ferrucci, he's running 11th. A really good run for the Foyt cars. The Foyt car. Well, because like the 41's out with his engine blown. 20 laps to go, by the way, in St. Petersburg.
So we say congratulations to Santina and Renee as as well. Long time boyfriend, girlfriend, tied the knot earlier this year. Congratulations.
What? They all got freaking married. They just gotta have the Real Housewives of IndyCar. Okay, so Voigt has a Penske alliance. Who goes? Hollinger has a McLaren alliance. Did they say another team had a Ganassi alliance or an Andretti alliance? Or Meyer Shank maybe? Andretti. Okay. They've had it, at least, I think, since 2020. Presumably.
On the 2 laps where the alternate tires were expected to perform, he just hit smaller traffic, wasn't able to commit to the lap that he wanted, so he figures he should have been somewhere around the top 5 and maybe racing up with his teammate Howard Ward, but right now he's got a 6-time champion breathing down his neck, doing a great job holding on to that 8th place.
I understand there was an issue here for the 78. The other Hugo's Hollinger car to Grosjean.
Canapino. Oh, yeah, he tried to make the pass of Callum Ilott and overcooked it heading into turn 1. That's what they're talking about earlier, with all the rubber being cast off to the side of the track, losing control in it, and in addition to overcooking. Seventeen laps to go.
Not the only one. This guy, Alexander Rossi, shares a plane with team owner Ed Carpenter, and I understand that Scott McLaughlin is starting to express some curiosity to take to the skies at some point. So let's check in again with George on the 60.
Well, you guys were talking about the alliance.
Rosenquist.
The paddock, but another alliance proving to be novel already is the Meyer Shank Racing Andretti alliance. And I talked to some of the team members. I said, just how open are these alliances? What are you sharing? And they said, pretty much an open book. And it goes as far as to say that some of the Meyer Shank Racing team actually works out of the Andretti offices every single day. So really bettering each team's in the niche. I gotta ask these alliances, how are they bettering the sport as a whole as well?
Well, I mean, as you have engineering resources to share, some of the smaller teams really benefiting from these alliances, and it helps close the...
Here's Canapino on Blomqvist. Not able to make that move. This pass would have been for 18th. Grosjean in the pits now. That'll move Christian Rasmussen and Colin Braun up a spot. Well, we got an hour and a half to Phoenix. Never thought I'd be more excited for that than an IndyCar race, but here we are.
The best way to experience something in life is for yourself. And Firestone tires were built for getting out there, for 3-day weekends, and for testing the waters. Try Firestone tires for 90 days. If you're not fully satisfied, we'll exchange them. Whatever you drive a Firestone.
See, Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare home insurance options so you can get what you need without overpaying.
Yeah, we spent a lot on this kitchen.
Oh yeah, really high-end stuff.
Sorry, that's our ghost.
Yeah, okay.
It's more annoying than anything.
Too bad there's mold behind the backsplash.
Yep. Let's move.
Well then, let's see if we can save you some money with Progressive.
Guess how much I originally paid for this fireplace? $23. Materials and labor.
Just ignore it.
You got bamboozled.
Tickets are on sale now for the high-fee IndyCar race weekend concert series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th.
So Grosjean is, they're pitting, but taking their time. He's getting out of the car. He's done. Or is he? Yeah, he's done.
Excitement comes standard with the Honda Accord. And so does a turbocharged engine. Sophisticated. High-tech. Style that enhances functionality. Stand out with the Honda Accord. From Honda, the most awarded brand in Car Driver 10 Best history. Honda, proud partner of the NGT IndyCar Series.
Cheers to 50 years of the players. Here's to the jaw-dropping Eagles, 60-foot birdies, and that one pesky seagull. Here's to
They're re-showing Grosjean coming out of the car.
making statements, making a splash. All the PGA Tour's gold standard.
It's a shame. He qualified so well for that team, and then it went to waste.
Just a stunning afternoon here in Florida, where we are going fast through the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida, and somebody who hopes to be going super fast in Paris this summer at the Olympics is Noah Lyles.
Why are we watching this? I mean, yeah, it's nice to show this.
So many health issues. I would sit up all night and just hold him so that he could fall asleep.
Deep down, we always knew this wasn't where we were going to end.
Right, this is the wrong time to interrupt the race to show something for the Olympics. Even if nothing's going on, this is just embarrassing.
It's Noah Lyles, world champion. Gonna be so exciting here to watch.
Show the race,
Noah Lyles in the story very well. I mean, what an inspiration. He's incredible. He's
please.
an amazing athlete, but a real character. He adds that. We always get asked, well, who's next in the wake of Usain Bolt? The answer is very simple. It's Noah Lyles. He is the current world 100 and 200 meter champion. He is right on the verge of breaking Bolt's 200 meter record, and is in great shape for Team USA this summer at the Olympic Summer Games in Paris. Back to the racing, 12 laps to go on board. Well, thanks to Auto Nation, this is Kyle Kirkwood working his way through it. Would love to start with the top 10. That's him working on Santino Ferrucci up ahead. At a peak, Barry might send it there, but it was going to be optimistic at best. Kyle Kirkwood, now in his third season of IndyCar racing, a two-time winner on street circuits, Long Beach and Nashville. This guy likes to win the big party street races. Going to be tough today, but you see him in the one Ferrucci.
It's his own car, his own team. That's very true. Before the switch to a Drake Global, he's looking at it now. Taps it not quite close enough to make the move. Both drivers on those alternate tires. The advantage on first to pass goes to Ferrucci at this point. He has a little bit more, 91 seconds to Kirkwood's 54. So
All right, 11 laps to go. Still no change in the top 10 since I last updated it.
this race.
Georgia, what you got?
I'll take on one of the themes of the weekend: new faces, new places. and-
Fittipaldi now up to 15th,
Simpson, I just talked to the team. He's up from 20.
the highest for his team. Kiffin Simpson in his first IndyCar race has stayed out of trouble. He's up to 14th.
Nomination for sneaky driver rights to Alexander Rossi, and I'm going to throw another nominee in there. How about Alex Baldwin, since we talked about him a moment ago? Considering Alex had struggled all weekend long, Kevin. Yeah, I know he's a two-time and defending champion, but to start 13th, make himself better throughout the weekend and the race. This is an impressive 6 points right now.
David started so promising, but Grosjean is not going to get in the way. So, yeah, we don't count always that, but we definitely not together. You were fighting in the top 10 much of the race. And then
Also, Grosjean's gearbox broke.
what was your view if you had any chance to look at that yet? I don't know. I mean, it's two gentlemen, some guys from the inside, but I never chose to put up a guy shoot. I was a bit slowed down and yeah, went to 100 and on the speed stop. I think we lost 2 position on pit stop and another stop being PK. I love this track, but it's so hard to pass because of the marking on the runway. So I was slowed down. Yeah, it was my fault. I was too shy. I should have gone on. I didn't want to go too aggressive. I thought he had seen me on cold tires. It's on me. Hey, a lot of positives though. This car was quick this weekend. It's a good start in a new situation for Grosjean.
The pre-race, Townsend and I were chatting with coach commander Brad Hollinger, and he was really upbeat, excited to start the season, excited about the driver lineup with Canapino and Grosjean, and looking forward to the next race.
Simpson catching up to Callum Ilott.
It's a non-championship event. It's the $1 million challenge.
There's Kirkwood in 12th.
In Palm Springs, in California. Really looking forward to that one. Anyway, back to it. 9 to go. Kirkwood is still in pursuit of Santino Ferrucci for 11th place. Newgarden's up front, leading by 5.5 seconds.
I say credit's due to Grosjean there, put his hand out, but second to blame on that ACL. But even though you got a penalty for one, that's not looking the outside. Sometimes you're going to compensate, but you know what it's like.
Yeah, you can tell that Grosjean is sort of giving himself like, for once I'm on the conservative side. I'm being a little too nice. I'm giving him too much room. And so he just needs to find that balance. I don't think it's going to take him long. He's one of the most experienced drivers in the field. He has an amazing pace. The team is still coming together. So I think we'll see some bright spots. Get a Charlotte through the balance of the season. Guys, as we said, there's 2 teams represented here. Aaron McLaren and Team Penske. You could talk about Honda Power if you wanted to weave that into it. You talk about the IndyCar Series. You talk about global racing. All of us were devastated during the off-season with the just totally shocking news of the sudden passing of IndyCar champion, Indy 500 winner, all-around motorsport legend, Gilles de Ferran, at just 56. We want to pay our tributes and our respects to Angela and the kids. We're thinking about you. The whole motor racing community is thinking about you and racing into this new season, whether it be F1, sports cars, Indy cars. It's not the same without Gilles de Ferran around. It certainly is. We meet so many personalities in this business, and I think it goes without saying a passing word that Gilles de Ferran was a true sweetheart of the sport, an absolute gem of a human, and he will be dearly, dearly missed.
His roles at Honda and McLaren after his driving days, he was such a mentor to so many drivers as well. I got to work alongside him, and it was truly an honor and a privilege to listen to the wisdom that he had, and certainly helped a lot of drivers through some difficult times. So, as you said, I feel sentiments to the family. So sad to not have him at the racetrack.
7 laps to go. Can anybody do anything about Joseph Newgarden?
I mean, nothing's going. Oh my, he's gonna win by more than Verstappen did. Oh, jeez. I mean, they haven't won in NASCAR this year yet. Coming to 5 to go.
Chevrolet for really taking all of his and his teammates'
Oh, Ward continuing to hold on to the runner-up position. Now we have 4 to go. Like, he's gone. If it's 6 have started to creep up to the back of Will Power. A caution would presumably end the race by this point. Oh, here comes the move. Oh! Power trying to pass McLaughlin, not able to get there. 3 to go now, come to the line. I mean, obviously it's a team, but still, it's for a podium. Lundgaard in the pits. Something must have happened in his car. Eight seconds back. I don't know if Hurt is going to necessarily catch back up to the... Probably not going to get to Will Power. So best he could do is defend for 5th over Palou. Newgarden working through the last set of turns. And here he comes down the front straightaway to take the white flag. Last lap at St. Petersburg. It's been all-out domination for the man from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Heads now for the first turn. Heading now into the complex sets of turns 4 through 9. As you exit out of 9, it's down the long straightaway. Then the left-hander for turn 10. Then the kink with 11 and 12, and then the hairpin at 13-14. It'll be his 30th career victory, and he'll tie Helio Castroneves for most at St. Pete. Joseph Newgarden wins the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. All right. So, O'Ward 2nd, McLaughlin 3rd. Let's see, Power 4th, Herta 5th, Palou 6th, Rosenquist 7th, Rossi 8th, Dixon 9th, Renus VK in 10th. All right, well, thank God that's over. That was not a particularly fun race to watch. It was not action filled. But I'll be back in an hour for the Phoenix race. And for NASCAR, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again later.